Great to see you today. I have a fun favorite topic today, and that is one-person IT departments. We will routinely see this when we go to meet with a prospect. Sometimes we go into a co-managed situation where there is a person, but they need help. Other times we go into a situation where the person has left or will be leaving, and the company has decided to bring in an MSP instead. Both are obviously great reasons to bring in an MSP. But my purpose of today's video is to talk about that one-person IT department. One of the things that I see time and time again with this is that person is overqualified in certain areas of their position, and they're underqualified in other areas of their position. So, the person might be a pretty good server admin, but they're like way overqualified for desktop support. They might be a great desktop person, and they're kind of in the dark in the server world. Then we talk about security. What's their ability to build a great security plan for your company? They may be great with security, but not so great with networking. So it's a lot of skill sets to put inside of one person, and it often creates some areas of shortage in the organization. Another issue is that person is kind of alone in your company. They're the only IT person in your company, and they tend to struggle to stay current and have vision for where we need to go next from an IT strategy perspective. And things they don't always, but they can get stagnant when you have that one person that may get into a comfort zone and not really be looking at the big picture of how we might do things better. Then we run into the issue with what happens when they're out. People get sick. People go on vacation. How does IT happen when that person's out? Does that person ever really get a day off? Are they being called on vacation to handle IT issues? How do we address that? Then we run into a risk of them leaving. That's often where we may get called in. They turn in their 2-week notice, and all of a sudden they have an incredible amount of knowledge about the network, the data, the infrastructure, the security, etc. And a lot of times that knowledge is not written down anywhere. It's inside their brain. And we have 10 business days to find an MSP, get as much of that documented as possible, and watch the person transition away. It's a scary thought, and I've been through it many, many times. Last, and this is probably the least comfortable, but we certainly see it, that one person is not performing. There's an HR issue with that person. That person encounters a long-term illness. Any number of things can happen, and now all of a sudden we're in a panic situation. What do we do? And particularly in a performance situation, what do we do? Because that person's holding this knowledge, and we have a performance or HR issue. So it's a tough place to be in, a place I love to see a company avoid. It's a great opportunity to bring an MSP in, whether it is to replace that person as they're leaving or to get into some kind of co-managed role where there is a backup for that person. James Roten, need computer help. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks so much.